How's it going, everyone? KayneTopia here, and welcome back to an episode of KayneTopia. I'm really excited to show you all the progress for the Spencer Mansion I'm building. I will admit, to begin with, when I got the basic layout done, or somewhere near the end, I was a little bit nervous. I thought to myself, am I thinking too much about it? Am I, giving myself a project that's too big, and am I going to be able to get it done? And that not now, but since I got a room finished, I'm really excited to keep going and just chip away at building the Spencer Mansion. And tell you what, I won't hold it any longer. Voila! I am so happy with how it's turned out so far. I got the main hall probably 95% complete. I haven't done the ceiling just yet, because I basically want to do the entire first floor first, and then I'll work my way up to the roof. But honestly, since I got it all done and started putting things together, I'm really happy to keep going with it, and I'm not stressed anymore now that I've worked out what blocks I want to be using for certain areas. I mean, I thought to myself, how am I going to do the tiles? How am I going to get the walls done? But experimenting and using the crafting block or crafting table, and just showing all the items I can build, I went through it and I thought, oh, okay, so I can get that'd be perfect for that room. So then it just got my confidence up, and I haven't looked back yet. I'm still chipping away at it, and like I said, this is like 95% done, and I am working on 2 more rooms as well. I haven't finished them, I just got basic things put in place, but let's do a tour. Let's not, I won't hold you up. Let's go. Bolto, he guards the house while I'm not here. Who's that good boy? Oh, that good boy. So, we'll start with the front door. See, you never really saw... I mean, you saw it for one scene, and then if you go back towards it, but you have to be really up to the door to see it. You see the shot of the front of the mansion, and it's got like a decorative wall or window, I think, or something like that. And I thought, oh, how am I going to do that? And tell you what, trap doors work pretty well for it. I mean, it is black, but I couldn't make any like black door that would look like a pattern. I mean, the closest is the dark oak, I think. It's that one, and it doesn't look like a pattern, it just looks like a door. And I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. The walls, I'm really happy with that, how they turned out. I was originally going to use yellow wool. But it was a bit too bright. It almost looked like, pee. And I thought, oh, what can I use to bring out the walls for, the mansion? Sand looked perfect. See, I'm not using the remake mansion, I'm doing the original. And just looking at the picture, I thought, the walls look like sand. It's that yellow sort of grainy look. I mean, obviously, if you go up to it, it's like, oh yeah, not really. But, if you're in a distance, you think, oh shit, yeah, it looks like the wall now. So it's a nice texture, a nice pattern for it. So I was really happy with how that turned out. And then you got the, like the wooden beams down. I mean, I was going to do 1 block, but I thought, nah, I'll do 2, because they sort of level up with the door. And, the lamps look really awesome. I was really proud of that. I thought, oh, how am I going to do the lamps? And voila, got the lantern on a fence post. So I'm really happy with that. This is really clever. Well, I mean, I don't mean to brag. I've got my pickaxe. Sorry, I thought I'll clear up my inventory. I'll just show you. Where's my pickaxe? I got my hand hidden. There we go. Look what I did there, because this is quartz block, and you know how rare and hard it is to get. I mean, you can find it everywhere in the Nether, but sometimes it's hard to get to, and then it's like, oh shit, is it worth risking trying to get 1 block? And I thought, how can I, make the most of each block? I turned them into tiles, and I got, double use out of it, and voila, I got the entire floor done. Can I get it back in? Oh, look at that, fucking pro. And then, I got the chiseled quartz block here for the start of the pillar. Unfortunately, I I don't think you can make fencing with the quartz. But I did like the diorite texture and how that looked, and yeah, I did that for the scaffolding or balcony, I want to say, or the flooring for the top level, and yeah, I'm really happy with how that looked. And let's just do a tour around here. You know, you gotta look for Barry or Wesker. I was gonna make a special room there, but I thought with the mansion I better not, just in case I gotta get into that area, so I scrapped that. I could put Lisa Trevor down, even though she's not in the original. So, yeah, that's... Oh, we didn't do the top floor. So, let's do the top floor. Oh, I did the little table there with the red cloth. Pity I can't put a typewriter in there. Now, I wasn't sure if this was a window or just a painting. So I just slapped a painting in there for now, and then I'll work with, you know, I'll see what I can do for it later. And then there's a picture here. Yeah, I haven't even begun to start working on the top floor just yet, working on the bottom. And over here... Damn, pity I can't... Can you load in? I mean, people do community creations. I wonder if I could make, you know, my own picture and do like blood splatter. Something to look into. And then just got another picture over there. So that is the main hall. Almost complete. 95%. I mean, I'm not going to count the ceiling. And we'll do this room next. The dining room. Ready? Look at it. I've managed to do a dining table. I was really stoked with how this turned out. You know, I used trapdoors, once again. Really handy. And it has that nice sort of texture on the top to make it not look so plain. Can you get that down? And then, you know, I did fencing again. You know, it's amazing how much a fencing will go. I mean, it's used as like a pole for a lamp. I can use it for legs for a table. It just looks really cool. And then I didn't do quartz in this one. I thought I'll do the quartz in one area and then I'll just do carpet for the other next. So yeah, the checkered pattern of the dining room floor. And then once again, I did sand. There was something I wanted to... What happened? Oh, I originally had all of this done, but something happened. Because I had it all done and then I had to reload my save from a previous point. What happened? It was so long ago. I mean, it wasn't long, but... Oh! Alright, I just remember. So I had everything done, right? I had the table and all that, had the walls done, even though it was pretty dumb because I got to put windows in, and then there's no point putting sand in because then it's just going to drop anyway, so I thought I'll stop there. But before, like I said, I had this whole walls done, but I went into the nether to harvest quartz for something. That's right, I was leveling up my pickaxe. I only had a fortune 2, but I wanted fortune 3, and I needed 38 levels to do the final upgrade, and I was only on 18, so I spent a good night in the nether harvesting quartz and ranking up. I was literally 2 little bars away from reaching level 38, done 2 to 3 hours of harvesting, or mining I should say, and there was a perfect wall, you know, a couple of, you know, just jump up a couple of spots and, you know, chip it away at it, and there was no what's the term? Cause for concern. You know, I was in a good spot. You know, I didn't have to worry about lava down below me. As soon as I removed the first block of quartz, lava came pouring out. It wasn't like this. It wasn't like I was digging up. I was digging like this. Or like that. Before I knew it, the lava just poured out. And I think lava in the nether pours out a lot quicker than normal lava in the real world. It was like this. Oh no, I can't get away. No, I can't. And I didn't have my armor on. I took my armor off because I thought I might, if I show my, you know, my skin, I won't have the armor on. But I didn't have my armor. Within 3 seconds, I perished. I lost all my quartz, lost all my levels, and excuse me, I stupidly had brought my pickaxe down with me. I was fuming. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. And right as I was bloody, you know, 2 blocks away from level 38 and I was going to go home, it was just, you know, poetry in motion. What a perfect sort of moment for it to happen. You know, I hadn't hit any lava up to that point except the one where I was about to finally rank up to level 38. And my previous save was from 2 days ago. Not like 2 days ago from now, but I hadn't played it for 2 days before I jumped into the nether to, mine. I lost all my progress for this room, and there was another room I was chipping away on I lost progress for. And I had to re-harvest all the quartz, and I was pissed. But I learned my lesson, so the next time I went in there, I made sure I had my armor on. So that's the story of what happened. This was complete, and that's what happened there. But yeah, anyway, I'll move on from there. That's just a story that I wanted to tell, because I knew there was a reason why this wasn't done, because it wasn't originally. But that's the dining room. I'll say 40% done. There's not really a lot in the dining room. You got the fireplace and then the clock. So that's that room. And can you guess? You probably can. Can you guess which room I'm chipping away at next? The art room. Now you're probably wondering, the art room. Why does that look out of place? Oh, I think I know what happened. It wasn't aligned a bit, so I just moved the doors a little bit, and it didn't matter if it didn't line up to the next room. I just thought whatever. But anyway, the art room is very blue, isn't it? So I thought you think, all right, I'll use blue wool, easy. Nah, I wanted like a tile effect, just like the quartz. You know what looks good? Lapis lazuli. When you put it in block form, I was really stoked with how this looks. Unfortunately, lapis is like really rare, almost as rare as diamond. So while I'm working on the dining room and I spend the night in the mine mining, say mine, and if I find some lapis, I'll add to the room, and I'm almost there. I'm over halfway, but I really love the look of the block of the lapis. It just looks awesome. It looks like tiles, and that's what the room, has in Resident Evil. And I realise you can use gravel. Now, I mean, you got all this gravel that you find, and you don't really have a use for it. But if you mix it with sand and blue dye, it looks really nice. It almost, it's like the, the sand for the wall here. So I thought, perfect. So I'm really happy with how this room's turning out. Don't know how I'm going to do the statue. We'll work it out. But yeah, this is probably my favourite room so far, with just how, just how much you really think about using stuff to bring it to life. I mean, I'm not just slapping down blue carpet and calling it a day. I really thought out the box and thought, let's make it a bit special. So I was really happy with how that turned out. And yeah, it's going to be short. Unfortunately, that's all I got for now. It's not like before where it's like, I'm getting all the layout done, and I've done the layout, and then I recorded the next episode and I changed a bit of the layout. So yeah, this one, it's probably going to be a month or two before I do another video, but I'm just really happy with how it's all turning out. And yeah, I will be happy to say that one day I will have a completed Spencer Mansion. While I'm here, I don't think I've really done anything else. I mean, I've got all my dirt here that I've been taken out. I'm thinking of moving my farms over to here, so I can use this area a bit more for something else. Because I've got other things I want to build at some point. See, I haven't really worked on my house, really. I still got to do some flooring out in this part here. But, yeah, that's all for this episode of KayneTopia. Oh, make sure no sheep have been killed this time. I still haven't put a fence in there. Have I got a fence? Nah. See, I was just mining last night, so I thought, I just recorded some stuff with Luke on Switch, and I thought, while I got it all hooked up, I'll do an episode of KayneTopia, because I'm doing, I've got a bit done to show you all, and yeah, I think that's all I can say for now for this episode of KayneTopia. I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all in a month or two, hopefully with the dining room complete, and hopefully the art room complete. And yeah, I'll see you all later.